Hey, thanks for choosing Pikes Peak Acura. My name is Johnny, and today I wanted to show you something that's a common misconception with the new Acura MDX, and that's how to use the True-Touchpad interface that's located in the center console of the vehicle. So I've seen a lot of reviews online saying that this screen is difficult to use. They wish it was a touch screen. They wish it used the BMW or Audi wheel to control it. But personally, I just don't think that a lot of people know how to use the True-Touchpad interface correctly. So I wanted to start off by saying why Acura doesn't use a touchscreen. So first off, the screen is located a little bit out of the way of reach. So they didn't want you having to reach over here and try to touch the screen as you drive, because that could be quite distracting. So they thought of different ways to make the screen accessible to you. A couple of things that they went through were obviously the wheels and different controls down here to try to control it. And all of those are a little bit difficult to use while driving. So they wanted to find something that was kind of a mix between a horizontal control panel, but also a touchscreen. And that's exactly what you have right here. So this is called your True-Touchpad interface. And the way I like to describe it is it's kind of a mix between a mouse pad for a computer as well as a touchscreen. Okay, so instead of a mouse pad where you drag your finger across and move the cursor, anywhere you touch on this pad corresponds with where that would be located on the screen. So let me explain that a little bit more in depth. The screen here is split into two different sections. The split happens right here. So you've got a separate screen located here. That's going to be known as your cards, which displays either your music, your navigation, or just your clock. On the other side, the larger portion of the screen, that's where you're going to have the most control, being able to open your different apps, your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all of the different functionalities of the vehicle that you need to access. So if we notice the screen is split in two, having a 3/4 section here and a 1/4 section here, we look right over here and we notice the same exact thing for the pad. We've got the larger portion here and the smaller portion here. At the top, there's going to be 3 buttons. As I mentioned, the right portion is for your cards. So this is going to access your cards. If I press that button, you'll notice, let me see if we can get it all in one frame. If I press the button, it opens my cards. Now, the cards are super easy to use here. See if we can get it to focus there. Anywhere I move my finger on the pad corresponds with where it would be on the cards section. So if I wanted to touch the top portion where it's just the clock, I just put my finger on the top here. If I wanted to touch anything down, I just slide my finger down the pad until I get to where I want. So if I want to get on the clock, I can press the bottom. If I want navigation, I press the middle. If I want to get the top, I can press the top, and we could slide all the way through. So once I find what I want to click on, I highlight over it with my finger by just lightly dragging it across. And let's say I want to open my audio. Now that I've got my finger located where I want, I press down and lift up. So it's a small click. It's a tap, not a hold. Tapping will open whatever I clicked on and display it on the screen there. So let's try it out with the big portion of the screen. Notice on the screen that we have our navigation located in the far top left here. So you'll see that navigation symbol right there. Because that's located in the top left of the screen, then it should also correspond with the top left of the pad. So the top left is going to be displayed by this little sectioner right here. So this white section, anywhere I touch within this white section, corresponds with where it would be located on the screen. So let's try this out real quick. If I sit back here and I go ahead and put my finger in the middle, I'm dragging my finger around and it's locating different areas on the screen. So if I want the navigation, I just go to the top left. And same thing as before. If I want to click on it, I just press click and it opens it right up for me. Now, the other 2 buttons located on the top of your touchpad are going to be your home button as well as your back button. The home button will take you to your home page, which is going to be the main display here. So if I press home, as you can see on the 3 dots on the bottom here, I'm on the first dot. Okay, so that's letting me know that's my home page. The back button will take me to the previous screen of wherever I was at, as long as I'm not on the home page. So for example, let's say I go ahead and I open, let's see, my settings here, open up the settings. Let's say I click on something and I meant to click on system but not connections. To go back, I simply press the back button and that takes me back to the main screen. One more click takes me back to the home, and now I'm back where I started. Okay, so just like a touchscreen on a phone or an iPad or any other touchscreen device, I'm able to drag my finger around and highlight what I want to tap on, and I'm able to swipe left or right to go to different screens. Not only am I able to swipe left or right, I can also scroll by going up or down Super easy to access and super easy to use. So let's say I want to click something specific on the screen here. Let's say I want to go to Sirius XM. I highlight over it with my finger, which was located right here. And once it highlights, it lights up orange. I click down and I'm ready to go on that. So once I click that open, I can access any of the items here by dragging my finger across. So if I want to access something in the right where it says channels, I just put my finger on the right side of the pad. So notice as I move my finger around, I'm going to different sections of the screen. It's very easy to use once you understand how the pad corresponds with the screen. It's essentially a mirror of the screen on a horizontal surface. And the whole design of this was so that when I'm driving, I just rest my wrist right here and I can use my finger to move the screen around to where I like, click on the things that I need to access, and make it super easy and streamlined to use as I drive the vehicle. Okay, so on the screen there's going to be a lot of different options for you to control. And for a lot of people, this is overwhelming, but Acura made this very simple to use. Everything has directions, everything has explanations on how to use it. So with the touchpad, once again, anywhere I touch on the touchpad corresponds with the location of the screen. So top left is top left, bottom right is bottom right, anywhere in between. I just slide my finger around until I find what I want, and I click down on it. Now, just like with an iPhone or an Android or any other phone, if I want to move the apps around, so let's say I don't ever use the Android Auto and I use Apple. I press and hold once I'm highlighted on something, and I can move it around. So I can move it to a far screen away so that way it's not on the main screen. I can also grab that item and just remove it completely from the home page. So you can completely customize everything on this vehicle to make it perfectly within the liking and your usage. So however you plan on using the vehicle, it allows you to adjust everything and customize it to how you like it. So hopefully this cleared some things up with the touchpad and how to use it. It's super simple to use. I have it in my TLX and I use it every day. And at this point, it's second nature for me just to have my hand down on the pad right here. Just like I was if I was resting my hand on a gear shift or I was driving a manual transmission. I can leave my hand right here and control wherever I need to go just from the pad right here. There's a lot of really cool bells and whistles with these new Acuras, especially the new 2023 Acura MDX. So shoot us a call if you have any questions. We do have a few here on the lot that are available. You can reach me at 719-633-1500. Or you can check us out online at pikespeakacura.com. We're located in the city of Colorado Springs in Colorado, right in Motor City at the base of the mountain. So come and check us out. We also ship our vehicles nationwide. And if you have any other questions about how to use any of our vehicles, don't hesitate to shoot us a call, 719-633-1500. Once again, my name is Johnny, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.